Yo, how you wake up already lying? Why you always lying? You always lying. Oh my God. You ready to talk about it?
Yeah, anything's better than that. Let's talk about it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel. My name is Igor, and this beautiful lady right here, this is India. On this channel, we're going to talk about shows like Married at First Sight, Season 13, Houston Edition. And we also talk about Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. So if you're interested in either of these shows and more, then definitely hit the subscribe button. Also, every time you hit the subscribe button, I think Johnny has a chance of getting laid. So let's help a brother out. Smash that subscribe button so that one day my man can achieve his dreams. No? Why are you shaking your head?
I don't think he's going to achieve that dream.
Oh, no. All right, so who you want to start with first?
Okay, so in this episode, let's start with Bao and Johnny.
You want to start with Bao and Johnny?
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys want to know what I was talking about and why I said stop lying, we're talking about Bao. Yo, this girl woke up. You can see Johnny's face. Dude look shooked. I don't know what he experienced that night. But anyway, she goes and says, yeah, we have this fort right here, and it's here because my hubby wanted it.
Yeah, his face did not indicate that he wanted that. It indicated the opposite, actually.
He did not want that fort unless
It's because it's stinky.
because she stink.
Before we even get to the stink, I want to say, shout out to the producers of Married at First Sight because they actually had real breakfast this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what happened that first day. Maybe they complained to the behind the scenes. But yes, I don't understand that whole fort situation, and I don't understand the whole showering thing.
No, so basically, Bao is totally cool with not showering at all. She'll shower maybe once a week. She's totally cool. And if you watch this episode, you can see throughout the episode progressively, you can tell her hair is getting more and more oily, more and more dirty. And you could see them all at the dinner table. Myrla's hair is looking good. Everybody's hair is looking alright. Her hair is looking whooped.
Slicked down.
It is whooped. And Johnny looking fresh. And how I just don't understand. Your man is looking fresh and clean, but you not. You bringing your man down. Is that I don't understand the logic behind that.
I don't know. And it seems like we're gonna see that that's gonna be an area of problem for them because she said he showers multiple times a day, and she said she could do that within a week. So not only is that poor hygiene in the middle of a pandemic, mind you, but that's just weird. And he's like, okay, compromise, clean the sheets. And she's like, I don't want to do that. What if I just want to lay on the couch? So now you want to have the stinky couch. So when all the visitors come over, they're gonna say, why my couch smell like ass?
Your couch gonna smell like ass. Your bed gonna smell like ass. You don't want to wash the sheets. Your sheets gonna smell like ass. Bro, what are you doing?
How can smell like wide open ass?
Yeah, as soon as your guests walk in, who's gonna want to come into that? That's why Johnny's face the whole episode just looks shook. And if you look at his face, it's saying one thing. This bitch! That's what his face is saying the whole time. He's just I can't do this no more.
I think when he said at this point in the relationship, he usually just runs away or swipes on it. He knows he want to go back on that dating app, and he's not listening to his gut. And from life experience, if you don't listen to your gut, you're making a bad decision. So, bro, leave this girl, find someone who showers, who puts on deodorant, who brushes their teeth, who washes their ass. And the snoring thing, she worries more about snoring than her hygiene. That
don't make no sense.
That doesn't make sense.
If I don't get that. Bao, I don't understand. If you watching this episode, Bao, can you clear this up for us? This is a genuine question. You worried about the snoring so much so you were crying about it. You said it's a big thing for you, really big thing. So you care about how people see you, right? But you're willing to go outside stinking? You said to yourself, you sometimes don't even brush your teeth and you just go to bed. Now, I know you said you do that when you're dead tired. All right, fine. But what if you wake up dead tired?
And it's Houston. That's Texas. So I know after working out and in that heat, you must smell like carajo.
Carajo. So you going to work, you might not brush your teeth, you might not have showered. You going to work stinking, and then you crying about snoring? I don't know. You starting to make no sense, lady.
Yeah, I don't get it, but enough of them. Let's go to the next couple.
All right, who you want to talk about next?
Let's talk about Mila and Gil.
Mila.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about them. What you want to talk about?
He's annoying me. I know there's a lot of Gill fan club, all the ladies swooning, like, and enough with the comments I be seeing everywhere. His passive aggressive nature is just like too much. Calling like, I understand if he was calling her princesa out of like, you know, in term of endearment, but I don't get that vibe from him. I'm thinking he's saying it like, you're like, oh, you're a princess, like you're pampered, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the vibe I'm getting. And then like he's pushing that name change thing again when they literally just met. Maybe have that conversation a year in, and when you're about to start talking about kids, maybe she'll say, oh, maybe I do want to have the last name that's the same last name as my children and hyphenate. But like he's pushing it on her when they barely even know. Like, do you even know their favorite color yet?
Yeah, I agree. The thing about it though is I do give him a little bit of props though, because when they first got married and they were sitting, he was just like, yeah, I want you to change my name. I want you to change your name. And how do you feel about that? Like, that's how he sounded at the wedding. And now he's kind of like, okay, well, you're Mexican, and he's saying all this stuff about her culture. And he was like, yeah, you know, you can have a really long name. That's okay. And she was like, but I don't want that. So I don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, that, you know, it's definitely something that you could talk about later, for sure. But it's also something that you should talk about in the beginning, because if someone don't want to change their name to yours, and that's something you care about and that's something big for you, then that's a red flag.
I did like this because I feel like also he's making an assumption. You can't say, oh, because someone's Mexican or someone's black or someone's Irish or someone's this. You can't assume that they adopt that part of their culture or they identify. They might have different ideals or principles that don't align with necessarily their culture.
Yeah, and I feel like if she wants to keep her last name in the memory of her dad, and now her name has like 4 names in it, then her dad, he's there, but he's not really there. Like, he's kind of like hidden amongst 3 other names. So I could see her point on that one.
I did like that she got him his favorite chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies, you know, and she made the effort. And then again, right after the cookies, they start having an argument. Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's the producers telling them to have these conversations, but it's like right after something good happens, then it's like downhill.
I just think it's because they're just too different. I just think they're way too different. And Gil, I don't understand this about you. Like, this makes no sense to me. Okay, so you're cheap, right? You're cheap, right? But you only work 2 days out the week. So you can easily have a side hustle. But you don't want to have a side hustle, which means you're kind of lazy. Fine. Then you have a dog, which is cool. We love dogs. And now you want 8 kids? Bro, if you so cheap, how you going to afford 8 kids? True. Do you want them to grow up like you, having nothing? Like, I mean, they're going to resent you. And you can't, and right now you can't afford to take care of your wife the way she wants to be taken care of. So you can't take care of her and your dog at the same time. But you want to have 8 kids? Where's the logic in that, bro?
Yeah, I understand as a person who likes dogs. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I would hope that person would like help me out, see how much the dog means to me. But I don't think he should force it on her. But I do also see how it could also be a deal breaker on her end. So I see both ends in this argument. What do you think?
I think when it comes to dogs, like, if she don't like walking the dog right now, I don't know. If I had a dog and I really needed your help and you're not trying to do it, and instead you want us to spend money, and we already don't have money, and if I'm, as a man, I'm trying to spend whatever limited amount of money I have on you, and you don't even want to help out, then I'm gonna really start looking at you sideways. I don't know. It just seems like the things that he wants, some things he says is really dumb. But the thing with the dog, I feel like she needs to step up. And I mean, if like right away she's not feeling it, okay, fine. But over time, I will hope that she sees his dog is not dirty, is not leaving fur everywhere, is not like being a mess or anything like that. And it's not that complicated to walk. We've been there where we had to walk a dog and maybe we were a little uncomfortable, whether it was our dog or somebody else's. Once you see like how that dog is, and if they're not too much of a handful or nothing like that, it's okay. It's not that scary. You can do it.
No, I'm usually team Myrla, but in this instance, I'm just like, that's kind of selfish. You're sitting at home and your man is out trying to provide and the dog has to pee. You're going to just sit on the couch and watch the dog and wait for the dog walker? Like,
no, that's messed up.
Like, he's an extension of your man. And obviously, say you had him since 6 weeks, so that's like his baby. So, you got to have some compromise. But other than that, I did like that she put in effort. And you notice, if you notice, she doesn't really say anything negative about him. It's always about the situation. I just feel like he's more like content with a lot of things. So I don't see them meshing, but I don't blame them. I blame the experts because they always try to do this opposites attract shit and then it blows up in their face.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because this whole episode, she never said anything like disrespectful about him or anything like that. And he's always the one going around like putting her down and saying like, oh, because she's this way, he don't like it. Okay, fine, y'all disagree, but it doesn't mean that you have to be like nasty towards her or anything like that. She don't do that to you. But I do give him a little bit of credit because on this episode, he did way less of that. On the last episode with the whole ball and everything, like he was just doing too much. On this episode, he just said princess to her, and he said princess once to everybody at the table. We don't know what else they talked about because the producers only showed us a little clip. But from what we've seen, I'm proud of you, bro. You chilled out a little bit. Props to you.
No gunshots.
No gunshots. So like the only thing that I wanted to say about the Gill and Myrla relationship, the Gill and Myrla relationship is that, you know, I feel like Gil has these negative thoughts already. Like I feel like in his mind he has decided this relationship is over and he's gonna do little things to sabotage it and just get some fun out of it or whatever. Like that's how I feel. Like he's just being really like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes he's acting like a little kid. Because for example, he woke up, right? They wake up. And Myrla's like, yo, you talk a lot in your sleep. No I don't. I sleep around a lot and nobody ever says that to me. Oh, okay, I don't even know what that's about. But then he's like, what did I say? I was cursing you out all night? Like, why you say that for, man? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you want positive things to come out of your relationship, or at least hope for positive things to come out of your relationship, how you gonna go around saying things like, oh yeah, I was cursing you out all night? Come on, man. That don't make sense. That's counterproductive. That's all I would say. You gotta cut that out, bro.
Yeah, I agree. So you want to go to the next couple?
Let's do it.
Who you want to talk about?
Rachel and Jose.
Oh my God, like, I don't know who's more annoying in this relationship.
Why?
Soon as she wakes up, they didn't even brush their teeth. And she over here bringing out her little school notebook, talking about, so I have a list of questions. Like, I feel like she's looking for differences looking for problems.
Nah, she is.
And then she also said in earlier episodes, oh, I need help in this aspect of my life. I need help in this aspect of my life. But then she always looks worried when he's giving her good advice. And he's like, my credit score is 815 and this. And she's like, well, I don't know. And then about this, I want to be independent. Like, girl, this is not Destiny's Child. Like, stop with that word. Like, get over the independence and come to a compromise. If you want to be so independent, you should have stayed single.
For sure.
He's not trying to be controlling stuff when he grabs her neck. That's a little creepy.
Come here, my darling.
That's a little creepy. But, like, stop with that. Like, just have natural flow of conversations, and then these things will pop up. And then they're talking about finances early in the morning. Like, I don't even know if they're fully awake. And then after they talk about finances, they also have conversations about intimacy. And she's like, is that going to be the area where we don't click? Like, you're looking for a problem. Like, she's someone I would label like a saboteur.
For sure. I think so.
It's annoying.
I think so. But I have a couple questions for you, Jose. My questions for you are very, very simple. Bro, are you cheap? Like, I know you got, you say you have nice things. We haven't seen them yet. You think they're gonna be some cheap things?
I don't know, but he's talking about, I'm taking you to Vegas and New York. Like, swerve, park that car. He want to take her to New York. Like, what does he want her to see? The subway with the rats?
The Coney Island water?
Does he want to see the Coney Island water? If you don't know what we're talking about, go back to the last episode. Does he want to show her the crackheads? The friendly neighborhood crackheads?
Not the crackhead, crackheads. Heroin.
Like, what does he want to show her?
New York City is the one place where you could find people who have perfected the art of not falling, but trying to fall. Like, if you see these people on the street, they'd be like, they look like zombies. That's what you want your girl to see?
I'm sorry, right now, and in this state of New York, I don't think she want to come here.
No,
and you went to Vegas, and you said it's hype, and it had roaches in the street. But we got to confirm that because someone else said they didn't have roaches. You might have lied.
No, the place I went to in Vegas, it was nice with shiny lights, all that stuff. But if you have open toe shoes, you might catch roach in your toe. Yeah,
you're going to catch more than that in New York City. So she's like, I want to go to Switzerland.
Oh, yeah, we got rats.
Yeah, big booty rats.
Big booty rat.
I don't know if I thought about that video. I don't know if she said Switzerland or Sweden, but she wants to like travel abroad. He's like, homegirl, we can not use that passport. She wants stamps. But then she talks about how she doesn't have money. And then at the same token, she's talking about how she takes at least multiple trips.
That's all credit card.
And I'm like, girl, you broke.
That's credit card. She has said it at one of the episodes, like maybe last one or the one before. She said that when she don't have the money, she just puts on her credit card. And I think he was saying how all his debt is paid off and stuff like that. She was looking kind of scared because she have debt. Why? Because girl, you spending your money on like every little thing and you don't got nothing, and then you have your credit card and you just using it willy-nilly and everything. So I mean, listen, I feel like I know you don't want nobody to be in charge of your money, but you kind of reckless. I know it's like a scary thing to hear. Oh, someone's gonna control my money, but you kind of are lost right now. You got to fix your situation.
And then also to top that off, he has to worry about her being like a little clutter rat. So I was like, I know Jose was probably like, what did I get myself into? Like, he gonna start licking his lips.
He's all like, bro, what?
I don't know. I think 1, stop looking for problems, Rachel.
For sure.
2, take some advice from him, financial advice. And 3, clean up your damn house.
For sure. And what was I gonna say? Yo, Jose, I have a question for you. Another one. My bad. One more question for you. So you say that you're not gonna have sexy time with nobody unless your boxes are checked, right? But like your whole thing is like, I want to be a man. That don't make you feel manly? Like I
don't know. That's a murky topic.
A murky topic? Alright, man. Listen, Jose, I'm gonna let you slide, but yeah, man, you got your work cut out for you. Good luck, man.
They're a hot mess, even though other people say they're spicy and hot and all of this stuff. I'm just like,
That's because he's always like, come here.
And guess what happens with something spicy and hot in the beginning? It fizzles out.
Fizzles out?
Yep. So you want to go to the next couple?
Let's do it.
So who's next?
Ryan and Brett.
Oh my God. These two, if they don't get out the damn bed, I feel like they love the bed.
They love the bed, for sure.
And I know all the couples were in the bed in the beginning, but it just seemed like that's their home. Like they're very comfortable.
Yeah, hell yeah.
2, he always looks either annoyed at her or you said like he hates her.
Nah, he dead. He dead.
Like he's so dead in the inside, but I was so shocked that he was so like athletic. He was like, paddleboard. Like, he's like, I'll go save Johnny.
Just give me a boat.
Yeah, he was talking about he's gonna save Johnny who's out in the water. But he just seems so dead and sarcastic, and he just looks at her like, the only time I ever hear him talk more than like 2 sentences includes babies. Babies.
I think so. I think at this point he don't like this girl. It's really sad because she's gonna be heartbroken. But she looks like she don't really know what she wants, honestly. And I think that he just wants babies out of her because he feels left out in his family. Everybody has babies or whatever, and he wants to make his family proud or whatever. And so, yeah, I don't know.
And then at the dinner, the group dinner situation, which seemed hella forced. It seemed like the producers fed them those questions. Like, okay, what was one of the questions they asked them? Who do you think is going to be the one to smash first? And could you date someone with different, what is it, political affiliations? All these like weird stuff. And then Brett and Ryan's like, oh, we haven't talked about any of that. I'm like, what the hell do they talk about?
Do you think this season was filmed during the whole Biden versus Trump era?
No, this was like maybe like a few months ago. So I think afterwards. But I guess maybe because after all of the drama surrounding the previous president and stuff like that, maybe. But that's another question. Can you live with someone and be married to someone who has different political associations and affiliations?
I think it depends. Because there's like different degrees to it. Like, you can be 2 different people and like not go hard about it. That's like asking, can you be married to somebody who doesn't have your same religion? I think it just depends on like how deep you take it, like how much you worship it. If you're somebody who's a Republican and every day, multiple times a day, you have to mention something about what the Republicans are doing and how you're proud of them or whatever. If every single day you're so deep into it and the other person might not even be a Democrat, but they just don't care about it as much as you do, you're gonna be hella annoying.
I don't know. I think like a lot of situations come down to your morals and how you align, especially in this climate. So, and like social issues. So I don't think so, unless you're like both moderate, but I don't know. Politics always gets messy, so you should at least be on the same page in that area, especially when you raise kids. What's gonna happen, you know? Those conversations have to be had. So like all of those conversations seem forced, and then the conversations on the boat, And all the conversations in the boat, like, have you ever? And like, Bao never had no one night stand. Bao, why you capping again? You lying again?
Yo, Bao stay lying.
She's like, yeah, I did.
You don't wash your ass. What are you talking about? Like,
What does that have to do with the one night stand?
everything. How you gonna catch somebody and you smelling like straight cheese and onions? Like,
Ooh, nasty.
like what you mean?
I don't know. And it just seemed like this episode had a lot of conversations fed to them. One thing I did like is that the couples came and visited Zack for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we even heard that they said that Ryan and Johnny, you know, brought him beer off camera, showed like a genuine friendship forming. And he was getting, you know, some vitamin D, trying to get better. And all he kept talking about was Michaela. And that's all we got for them. So, got anything else to talk about for them?
I was just gonna say one thing about him is that when they got married at the wedding, he wasn't being supportive to her at all. She didn't want to do the dances and all that stuff, if you remember. And now they're doing this activity together where
with the manatee.
with the manatee, yeah, like she didn't really want to do that, and he kept scaring her on the bed, like there might be sharks in the water or whatever. And then there's a manatee in the water, and she's so scared, and he just wasn't supportive. Like, I don't know, he was more supportive about trying to go help Johnny than trying to help his own wife.
Yeah, and that water was nasty.
Yo, that water was gross. It looks like the Coney Island water. It looks like there's sewage and like bodies floating around in there.
Yep, pretty much.
I'm surprised there was an animal in there.
I don't know. The experts, I don't think you hit the mark this season again. I feel like Gill would do better with Jose.
I think Gil would do good with Rachel.
No, because they both broke.
They both broke. Who? Gil and Jose? Jose's not broke.
No, I'm saying Gill and Jose, how they're like really responsible. They're not trying to spend the extra money or anything.
Yeah.
They'll be a better match.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't think Rachel's ready for a relationship. I think she needs to go talk to some people first.
She can live with Bao.
But I don't think anyone wants to live with Bao.
But Rachel will be messy too, though. She said, I have clutter and stuff like that.
Clutter and funk are two different things.
Well, that's something that they would have to respect on each other. You can be stinky and I can be cluttery, and we're okay. Spend our money how we like. All the ladies independent.
Okay, I don't know why you're singing so much this episode. But yeah, so that's the end of this episode. Hopefully we get some more juice and some meat out of the next one. When they go back and it's reality, will she walk the dog? Is it a deal breaker between Brett and Ryan that they have different politics?
Is it a deal breaker for Bao and Johnny that she don't wash her ass? I think it is.
I think so. He said he's not staying there after dinner, so he's like,
I'm out. Peace.
He want to sleep on the clean sheets with the Dove smell, you know, and the Lysol.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we still want you to subscribe because, you know, maybe, just maybe, Johnny will get laid. I don't know if it will be with Bao, but hopefully in his near future it will happen. And Johnny, if you're watching this and you got laid, let us know. Let the subscribers know that you've done it for us. All right. And again, if you've enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.